Today I'm bringing you something that was requested quite a while ago, I think about a year ago. So recently I purchased the Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer by Maybelline, and you guys already know how much I love my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. And a few years ago, in fact I think around the time when I reviewed my Fit Me concealer, somebody asked me what is the difference between the Dream Lumi Touch and the Fit Me, and which one's better and for what. So I think now I want to bring you that comparison and a sort of short review of the Dream Lumi Touch. So let's start with that, shall we? The Dream Lumi Touch Concealer, I think it retails for 600, and I got mine in the shade Ivory. Let me just talk about what it claims. It says that it's a gel-based concealer that illuminates shadows as it conceals. By shadows, I'm assuming that it means under the eyes. They say that the skin looks instantly brighter. Because this is a highlighting concealer, in the demo, I've only used it like that. I've not used it to spot conceal or anything. And the color that I have, Ivory, is a couple of shades too light for me, so I can't use it for spot concealing anyway. That's not what it's for. This doesn't have a lot of very elaborate claims. It just says that it's a highlighting concealer that illuminates your under eyes and all of that. So now let's head over to the demo right now and see what I have to say over there, and then we'll come back and discuss everything else. So I'm going to be using the Dream Lumi Touch concealer on the right side, on my right side of my face, and the Maybelline Fit Me that you guys already know that I love on the left. I'm just going to twist some up, and since this is a highlighting concealer, today I'm only using it to highlight under my eyes in a triangular form. And in my experience, using a beauty blender of some kind has been the best way to blend out a concealer in the past, and that's what I like to do with this one as well. Now I'm going to set this quickly because all concealers crease really fast on my under eye. And I'm going to use the same setting powder. So this is the Freedom Pro Stroke palette. I have sung praises of it many times, and I'm using the more yellow toned powder. So as you can see already, even though there's nothing on this side yet, there is a definite difference. This under eye is definitely a lot more brightened than this one is. And it looks a little more alive and a little healthier. Now I am going to use my Maybelline Fit Me that you've seen me use about 50,000 times. This one's almost finished. I should probably throw it away, but I hate wasting product. Now this is not marketed as a highlighting concealer at all, but just as something that fits you. So that's supposed to be a good shade match for you and look natural. Now this is a little bit faster to blend. The difference is not a lot, except a little bit in the consistency, a little bit in the undertone of the concealer, and a little bit in the application process. The first major difference is that this side, the Fit Me side, has more yellow undertones, and the Dream Touch Lumi side has more pink undertones. The other major difference in the two is that the Fit Me has a doe foot applicator, whereas this one has a brush tip applicator that you need to twist from the bottom. Some of the product squirts out and you can use it that way. This is a thicker consistency. It's more sticky and a lot more matte, whereas this is not that sticky. This blends out easier. The Dream Lumi is a lot faster to set on your under eye, which makes it even more important that you use a damp beauty blender. It just gives you a little bit more playtime. Also, you need to set it faster before it sets in its creased position. The Maybelline Fit Me gives you a lot more work time. I like them both for very different uses. The Dream Lumi is nice for, you know, it's a luminizing kind of this thing, and it looks really, really nice. But I would use this on special occasions where I want to look nice and perfected with zero these things, and this is for more natural days for me. Now, I do also love using this on the bridge of my nose, so I'm just going to quickly do that. Okay, so in the end, the real comparison is this is more highlighting and more luminous looking. It makes your face it helps with the highlighting and contouring. This is a cream highlight kind of concealer, whereas the Fit Me is a more natural concealer. Okay, now that you've seen the demo and I've obviously finished doing my makeup, let me talk about both of these. I'm going to be a little repetitive, so please bear with me. I will try to see if the editing Arushi can do a better job than I am right now. But let me talk about both of these. Now, this one, it doesn't have a lot of claims, but whatever it does have, it does kind of come through. It is definitely illuminating, it is definitely highlighting. The one major difference between these two is that this is more pink toned, whereas the Fit Me is more yellow toned. The other major difference is that the Fit Me is a lot creamier in consistency, a lot more dewy to apply, whereas even though this is an illuminating concealer, it's stiffer, it dries faster, it doesn't have as much playtime, and this gives you a matte finish, while it is definitely a lot more highlighting than the Fit Me one. Because of its pink undertones, it's better at kind of concealing my darker undertones. Pink and peachy tones are better for concealing blue undertones under your eyes, which is why I think this works very well as a highlighting concealer under your eyes. This has more yellow tones, so this still does the job. It is still decently brightening, but this will give you a more natural look, whereas this will give you a more highlighted, perfected look. The other difference is that this retails for 600, whereas this I believe retails for 500. That's, in my mind, a significant difference, because I will always lean towards buying something that works for me and is a little more affordable. But there are some certain occasions for which I will reach for my luminous concealer, the Dream Lumi concealer, and those occasions will be special ones where I want to be super highlighted, super contoured, super all of those. For more natural days, I will still go for my Maybelline Fit Me. The other thing is that because the Maybelline Fit Me is so extremely dewy and creamy in consistency, it tends to crease very much and very fast. Now, when I say that, let me put it out there, my under eyes are genetically made up in such a manner that they will always crease no matter what concealer I use. So as soon as I apply something and I blend it out, I have to set it. Even after setting it, this does eventually crease on me, but with the Dream Lumi, it creases just a hair less. That is not to say that it doesn't crease at all. It does, but it creases just a little bit less than the Maybelline Fit Me. There are a few kind of major differences between them. Do I like them both? Yes. And there is definitely a time where I would choose the Dream Lumi over the Fit Me. But the Fit Me still remains my favorite everyday kind of concealer. I don't wear concealer every day because it creases. I'd rather not have concealer under my eye and just have a little bit of foundation on my face. And typically I don't wear any makeup on the daily, which is something that I want you guys to keep in mind. Both of these are relatively special occasion, but say if I'm going for work related things, or if I have a college event of some kind that I need to look well dressed for, but I don't have to look OTT, then I would go for my Fit Me. Whereas if it's like my farewell function or like a cultural event somewhere or a wedding where I can afford to be a little OTT with my highlighting and contouring, I would definitely go for my Dream Lumi. So these are the two basic differences. They're both really nice. With that in mind, I think this is my thought. I really hope that you found this video useful, and for that one person who did request it, thank you for requesting this. This has been on my mind clearly for a very long time to do this video, and I'm finally bringing this to you and I'm feeling very happy about it. So with that in mind, I guess that's it. So I request you guys to subscribe to my channel. For those of you who are new, hi, my name is Arushi and I create beauty related content here on YouTube. My channel's name is Makeup Mischief, and you could go ahead and subscribe just below the video window. There's going to be a red button Go ahead and click that and you will be subscribed. Right next to it is a tiny button with a bell icon on it. Go ahead and click that so that you can be notified whenever I upload, and as soon as I upload, so you guys can be the first ones to watch. So with that, I also request you to follow me on all of my social media. They're listed right here. So on this corner we have my Snapchat, down there we have my Instagram, my Facebook and Twitter. Please follow me on all of these. In case you can't see them, they're all listed in the description box, so go ahead and find me over there and stalk me everywhere. I would really appreciate it. It's only a YouTuber that actively asks people to stalk them everywhere on social media. Don't come to my house. So with that, I guess I bid you guys adieu. I hope you're having a great day. Yes, I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you in my next one. I love you all. Bye.